Hello, everybody. I am back with a quick little update on everything that is going on here. This evening, we have a brand new severe thunderstorm warning that just popped up on the screen as I came back on. So, good to know. This one is in effect until 10:30, and a big stretch with this warning. This one is ready for another marathon of counties. Cherokee, northeastern Woodbury, Sioux in Iowa, Plymouth, Buena Vista, Clay, Southern Clay, O'Brien, northwestern Ida in Iowa, and Union County in southeastern South Dakota. 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts possible with storms associated with this line right through here. The strongest wind right now, east of Akron, south of Craig. We have some pretty good wind in that general vicinity as this whole line continues to slide off to the southeast. So we actually have 3 warnings that are in effect. This one for the Worthington area, Sibley, Belvin, Hartley, Hospers until 10 o'clock. 9 more minutes to go on that one. And then we have a brand new one for Cherokee, Sioux Rapids, Quimby, Kingsley, Lamar, Hinton, Mobile, Correctionville, Anthony, Akron, Hayward, and Hudson, all included in there as well. And this line of thunderstorms is moving to the southeast at around 45 miles per hour. So this line continues to go like it is. Bring out the old storm trekkie thingy and move to the southeast at 45. That will give us Lamar's at 9:51, Remsen at 9:58, North Sioux City at 9:59, Sioux City at 10:04, and Mobile at 10:16. That is what we're expecting here with this line of thunderstorms as it moves through here this evening. A pretty good mess of thunderstorms that we have been dealing with for the last while, and I do want to show you a couple of things. I have a video here. This one is from our friend Stephanie Arney of the storms moving through Sioux Falls here a little while ago, earlier this afternoon. Some impressive. And these storms were beautiful, amazing looking thunderstorms, but definitely dangerous as they moved across the area. Great video. Thanks to Stephanie for sending that. And actually, I have folks that have sent great videos in. This one is from Lori from Sioux Falls. This was at Ellis and 60th. All that lightning and rain down in Sioux Falls area here over the last little while. And we're not done. We still have some very intense thunderstorms moving through. Now, if you're in Laverne, Rock Rapids, Sibley, still a severe thunderstorm warning for you for a little while, but looks like most of that has started to back off. Let me bring up one more video that Lori sent short while ago. You can see all that stuff underneath there. It looks like if you don't know what you're looking at, you may see a tornado. I think the National Weather Service said somebody reported a tornado in Sioux Falls earlier today. Not a tornado. You get a lot of just monkey business going on underneath those storms, and it sometimes looks like a tornado, but a lot of times it's just scud cloud and nothing may. Sorry, I've got that music going again. I keep forgetting to turn that off. My bad. But not a tornado in Sioux Falls, but we definitely had some very strong wind that moved across the area. So good. Thanks to Lori Nelson for sending that video, and Stephanie Arney, who sent this one in from a little while ago here. Some pretty impressive stuff that came down in Sioux Falls. Hey, I do want to go back to this for just a moment. And talk a little bit about a brand new severe thunderstorm warning. And this is actually good news. We have a new severe thunderstorm warning for all of this right through here. 60-mile-per-hour wind gust and tiny hail. So this is not one of those great big, significant, severe thunderstorm warnings that's in effect here. This new one is for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts and less than like hail isn't really even much of a factor in this thing. And that's a good thing, which means that these storms are kind of backing off a little bit for now. Doesn't mean that that's going to be the case all night long. But brand new warning for Lyon in Iowa, Osceola in Iowa, Dickinson, Northern Sioux, Northern Clay, Northern O'Brien, Rock, Jackson, and Nobles till 10:30. This line moving east at 50 miles per hour. And this is the warning that is going to replace the earlier warning for the stronger wind. But it's a good sign when we start to see these warnings get issued for 60-mile-per-hour gusts as opposed to 70 and 80-mile-per-hour gusts. Now, this one down here to the south, this one is still in that 70-plus mile-per-hour territory here until 10:30, 70-mile-per-hour observed. This is the most significant part of this line of thunderstorms now. These still producing some gusty wind, but everything's kind of started to weaken on the northern edge of this line here. But right now, from Sioux Center to Hayward and Lamars to Hinton, Iowa, we still have that possibility for 60 to 70-plus mile-per-hour wind gusts there. Let me take you north here for just a second. We have another severe thunderstorm warning in effect up here. This one for the Britain area. This is for parts of Brown, northern Marshall, and it does Sargent. It's right on the border with Sargent County, which is not technically in this warning. But northern Brown, Marshall County, 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts possible with this line of thunderstorms. We also have this warning just to the south for another 19 minutes, a severe thunderstorm warning for Brown, Marshall, Day, and Spink counties for 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts until 10:15 this evening. So some strong wind possible with all of those as well. Just kind of, yeah, sorry. Somebody said, thanks for turning that music off. Yeah, you're welcome. Sorry. When I was doing this earlier, I would skip away for a little bit because I'm just here and sometimes I need to pee. You know, I mean, you get it, right? And so people would hear silence, and I'd get a lot of comments from folks thinking the audio was broken or there was no audio going on. So I got a little clip of music that I could shove in if I'm going to step away from the camera for a couple of minutes just to do some stuff. And, well, I have to start remembering to turn it off when I come back on and start talking again. So I'll do my best. I got it. Thanks, Mark. Thanks, Lauren. I appreciate it. All right, so let's talk about these storms moving through here. This is the this one and the one up by Aberdeen. These are the stronger storms of the day. Well, of the moment, I should say. Sioux Center, Craig, Lamars, Iowa, everything sliding off to the south. And we're going at we're kind of pushing that 50-ish mile-per-hour range here with this line of thunderstorms. And so this is all going to continue to push off to the east, to southeast at around 50 miles per hour. And if I switch over for just a second to Doppler mode, it's not the worst stuff I've seen here over the last little while. We're still watching that possibility that these could strengthen a little bit, but 60, 70 mile per hour wind gusts are a possibility still with this line of thunderstorms right through here. That's going to continue to slide off to the southeast. We're going at around 45 to 50-ish miles per hour as this line continues to push off to the southeast. So we're going to go with 45 here. So if we storm tracker this, this is going to be in Lamars about now. Orange City, it's right up on top of you as well. Elton at 10:07, Remsen at 10:13, and if we keep going, if I extend this out a little bit here, Cherokee by 10:44, Holstein by 10:52. Now, all of this stuff kind of messy up here to the north, and there is a severe thunderstorm warning here as well. This one for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, and actually Windham is right on the edge of this. Jackson, Spirit Lake, all included. But again, that is a bottom level, lowest level severe thunderstorm warning. So this one is not for 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts. It is for 60 gusts and some tiny hail possible with this. Right now, this severe thunderstorm warning right here, that is the one for 70-plus mile-per-hour wind gust potential as those storms move through. So those are the big storms, and the other serious storms are these up here in northeastern South Dakota, where we have potential for 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts along with these storms as well. So that's what's going on. We have two clusters of storms, one around Sioux Falls, another one east of Aberdeen. Sioux Falls, we are out of this for now, but holy buckets, look at some of these numbers here. We had a 92-mile-per-hour gust reported in Tees, 60 gusts around Sioux Falls, 70 at the airport, 69 northwest of Brandon, just west of Corson. Pretty good wind gusts here, and we've had 60-ish gusts reported around Rock Rapids. Fortunately, when that mess was moving into the Rock Rapids area, it wasn't as bad as I thought it might be on radar. 64 gust west of Rock Rapids. We had a 60 gust in Rock Rapids, another 62-mile-per-hour gust over there. So this whole line of storms is going to continue to slide off to the east. And again, the northern edge of this line, 60-plus mile-per-hour gusts. Further south, we could see a gust or two up to 70 miles per hour with that severe thunderstorm warning, and severe thunderstorm warnings with 70-mile-per-hour gusts up and around the Aberdeen area. So I'm going to let the radar roll. I'm going to break off here for just a little bit. I'll be keeping an eye on things if anything re-intensifies, and we all know that can happen. That's exactly what happened west of Sioux Falls. So if anything re-intensifies, I'm going to be back on. If anything changes, I'll be back on. I'll probably be back here within 5-10 minutes anyhow, just to give you an update. It's 9:58. Sorry, it is 10:02 right now. This latest radar image came in at 9:58. And again, severe thunderstorm warning until 10:30, 28 minutes left on this one down here. We have about the same on the one to the north, and then up around Aberdeen. Those are in effect for about another 10 to 15 minutes. This one up here by Britain until 10:45 for 70-mile-per-hour gusts up there. Hey, thanks for watching. Be sure to click the live button if you're watching on YouTube or on Facebook. I just want to make sure you're not watching something that's 20 minutes old and there's something drastic happening and you miss out on it because you had the slider too far to the left. So make sure you click so that you're watching the live stuff. Check your clock. It's 10:03 right now, so you should be somewhere in that ballpark time-wise if you look over at your clock on the microwave. That's what's going on. I'm going to take a little break here back as things develop. I'll leave the radar up here for you. And again, thanks for watching. If you have any great videos or stuff to share, send it to, you can DM me or just pop a comment in there and do it that way. Thanks. Hello, and welcome back. I'm going to give you a quick little update on everything that's going on here right now. We still have a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings that remain in effect across much of the region. And by the way, before all of that, Sioux Falls is out of any of the warnings. We still have that severe thunderstorm watch that remains in effect. But for now, Sioux Falls is over and done with, and actually Sioux Falls is out of the watch as well, which will expire in less than an hour anyhow. But let's talk a little bit about what's going on. First of all, the most serious storms right now are up here in northern and northeastern South Dakota. For 3 minutes, we have a warning in effect for parts of Brown, Marshall, Day, Spink County. And for another about a half hour or so, we have a severe thunderstorm warning for parts of Brown, Marshall, and that very northern part of Marshall, northeastern Brown, near Britton, Langford, 70-plus mile per hour wind gusts possible with that. We have 2 severe thunderstorm warnings southeast of Sioux Falls, and the good news here is that if you look down at the bottom, 60 mile per hour wind gusts associated with this top area of storms. Further south, same thing. We have had this whole line kind of downgraded to 60 mile per hour straight line wind gusts. So that is a good thing. We're starting to see things weaken. Now, that said, don't let your guard down, because we saw way too quickly how these storms can intensify like that. And so that's something we're going to be keeping an eye on here as we make our way into the late night hours tonight. We still have a severe thunderstorm watch that is in effect for a good chunk of southern Minnesota and northern Iowa. So if you are in New Ulm, Mankato, my KEYC News Now television audience, we have a watch in effect until 2 a.m. for that entire area here of Minnesota River to Marshall, Slayton, Worthington, Jackson, Blue Earth, down into northern Iowa, and basically all the way over to I-35. So that's going to be the case through tonight for the next several hours. For about another 4 hours, severe thunderstorm watch remains in effect, and it's possible that these storms could get strong. Now, the big issue here is going to be, just like it has been, damaging wind gusts, really not even that much hail. It's just about the wind. And so that this one here expires in about less than an hour. The Aberdeen office counties, they've left it intact. Sioux Falls National Weather Service, they dumped all of that out. So Sioux Falls, no severe thunderstorm watch, although it is still in effect for Lincoln County. We're pretty much over and done with here across the Sioux Falls metro area. That is for tonight. Now, let's talk a little bit about what's going on. Now, that is the severe risk for tonight. This is the severe risk for tomorrow, and yes, we might be doing this all over again tomorrow into tomorrow night. More storms are possible. It is going to be brutal. The heat and humidity tomorrow is going to be off the hook, just like it was today. We're talking heat index values from 105 to 115, and all of that heat and humidity is going to be more energy for storms and more fuel for storms tomorrow. And it's going to be the same kind of situation as we've had today. We're going to have a cap, a warm layer of air aloft that really works to prevent thunderstorms from developing. And if we can get enough instability, if we can get enough energy to break through the cap, or if there's a weak spot in the cap, these storms we could see thunderstorms develop very, very quickly and explosively. And we may be dealing with more of the same, damaging straight line wind gusts. Now, let me switch to the categorical. And that is what breaks it down by severe thunder risk type, is basically what this does. And so, tornado risk tomorrow is basically nada. Um, Wisconsin, there's a 2% risk, which is something to be concerned with, but for us, nothing. Now, the big issue here, once again, is going to be wind from Hibbing, Duluth, Eau Claire, Twin Cities through Mankato, Wilmer, Rochester, Fairmont, Mason City, Algona, Marshall, Worthington, Redwood Falls, New Ulm, all the way back to Brookings, Mitchell, Yankton into northern Iowa. So tomorrow is going to be another day where you're going to want to stay weather aware, have a way to get warnings and information because storms could develop quickly and very quickly become intense. And it's going to be another one of those situations where most places might not even get a storm. And because we can't sample every little inch of the atmosphere, we can't right now say exactly where these storms might develop. So just be prepared. We may be hanging out again tomorrow and having a little fun, saving lives and doing what we can. All right, brand new severe thunderstorm warning. Let me break from what's happening tomorrow here for just a sec. This is a pretty big warning here for this line of thunderstorms moving across northeastern South Dakota. And one of the things I want to note with this line is you see that bow, this big arc right here. That is outflow from these thunderstorms and a great big blast of wind that is moving out ahead of this line of thunderstorms. And so, again, one of those situations where the wind may get there long before the thunderstorm does. This is a severe thunderstorm warning for Big Stone County and Traverse County in Minnesota, Eastern Day in South Dakota, Grant, Marshall, and Roberts County. The line of thunderstorms from the Veblen Flats to about 9 miles south of Summit to near Florence. 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts are possible with this line of thunderstorms. So, again, a fairly intense line of thunderstorms moving through. And, again, we have ahead of this line of thunderstorms this outflow boundary, which is going to be an initial blast of wind that kicks in for some long before the thunderstorms hit. Now, that may not be quite as strong by the time now it's already over to Summit and along Interstate 29, but there will be some strong wind along with this mess of thunderstorms as it continues to move east. So, again, if you are up here in this polygon, this block, very strong wind gusts of up to 70 miles per hour possible as these showers and thunderstorms move through. There may be some hail with these as well, but the big issue here is going to be that strong wind potential with these storms. So just keep that in mind as we go further south. Going to double check everything that's going on down here in northwestern Iowa. And again, there's not a lot with these particular storms here. We are kind of keeping an eye on this line, but for now, nothing terribly spectacular. We're looking at about 50 to 60 plus mile per hour wind gusts. We have this little cell near Fulda and Slayton that's producing some lightning and maybe a little bit of wind with that particular storm. But again, everything has kind of been downgraded here. We're going to keep these warnings in effect for about another 10 minutes. And then we'll see what the National Weather Service decides to do, if they keep them or if they let them expire here in the next little while. I think the most significant storms we have right now, there's this line of stuff moving across northeastern South Dakota from Britain to Pierpont to Florence. That is the line of thunderstorms. And there is just reading a couple more notes on this storm here. So here is the line right here, and this is the outflow boundary. So there's going to be a blast. That could be a pretty strong blast of wind that comes in ahead of the thunderstorm. And then the main thunderstorms are still back here to the west, but these also will pack a punch as they move through. And I know Florence area not in the warning, but there's some pretty heavy rain and some lightning. These are strong enough. So Watertown area, Florence area, you're going to get some strong wind and some heavy rain that moves through here in the next little while as well, even though Watertown, you aren't technically in a severe thunderstorm warning at this point. You are going to be dealing with some wind, rain, and some thunder and lightning as these thunderstorms move through. So just keep that in mind. It's going to be a pretty good downpour that kicks in the Watertown area here in the next little while. But again, we're watching this. We have this outflow boundary here, a leading edge with a blast of wind, and then these thunderstorms as they move in will have the potential to produce more strong straight line wind gusts. So New Effington, Sisseton, Wilmot, Corona, Millbank, Ortonville, that initial blast of wind is, and again, these thunderstorms are moving east at around 45 miles per hour. So that initial wind blast will be in Sisseton soon. Next couple of minutes, Millbank at 10:45, Ortonville at 10:57, Graceville at 11 o'clock, Wheaton at 11:10, and then these thunderstorms, kind of depending on how they progress here, may take a little time to actually get there. So you may not get rain for quite a while. It may be 20 minutes behind that initial blast of wind before you actually get some rain. And actually, some of you may get the blast of wind, but not rain, no rain at all. So kind of an interesting little setup up here in northeastern South Dakota right now with that outflow so far ahead of the main line of thunderstorms. But that outflow will bring a blast of wind, maybe a sprinkle or two, long before the actual thunderstorm cell gets to where you are. So that's something to keep in mind here and something to watch as we go through the evening. And again, you can kind of see it a little bit right through here. That's that wind. And not so bad, a little stronger wind up here around Eden and Veblen. But this whole morning, there is potential for 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts to move through as that line moves in. All right, let's go back down to the south and see what's going on down here. Severe thunderstorm warnings continue. And again, these are low end, lowest. The minimum criteria for a severe thunderstorm warning is quarter hail and 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. And I know that we've all been through those before, and we've all done okay. When I get concerned and when I start to think, maybe we should do a live stream is when we get to that 70 and especially 80 or, 130, what they dealt with up in Hyde County last month. That's when things get serious. Right now, we're at 60-mile-per-hour gusts with these storms in northwestern Iowa. We still have a couple of warnings in effect for a few minutes. Still no word from the Sioux Falls National Weather Service about what they are going to do here with this. But we'll know in 4 minutes. So just stand by. And up here again, we're watching this line of thunderstorms. A little bit of outflow there and some good storms. Getting some rain toward Watertown here now, southeast of Florence. But there is a good amount of outflow with these. The wind comes down with the rain, and as it goes into dry air, there's evaporation, and that cools the air even more, so it falls faster. And when that wind, that air falls out of the storm into the ground, it spreads out ahead of the storm and really can cause some major problems and some significant damage. So if you are along this line right here, there will be a strong blast of wind, and then there will be some wind with the thunderstorms as they move through. But that wind's going to kick in maybe a half hour before the rain with the thunderstorm gets there. So just keep that in mind. All right, Sioux Falls has dumped more of that severe thunderstorm watch. Severe thunderstorm watch. Marshall no longer in it. Slayton still in it. Pipestone, Laverne out. Sioux Falls, Beersford out. And so basically we have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect from Redwood Falls to Mankato to Albert Lea and across much of northern Iowa for about the next 3.5 hours till 2 o'clock in the morning. Now, it's possible that not much will happen here with these. It all depends on these the cap and the instability if these storms are able to overcome some of that and strengthen again. And it doesn't look like they're doing a good job of it now. However, that could change. Weather radio is always a good thing to have. If you don't have a weather radio, you should get one. A WR120 from Midland is the standard. It's this thing right here. That is the standard weather radio. You can get it at Ace Hardware, any Baumgars. You can get it at Walmart or order it online. They are easier to program than they ever have been, but you should have one of those because those SOBs will wake the dead in the middle of the night. They are really, really loud. So one of these is a good thing to have just in case. Warnings are issued when you're sleeping. And the good news is you can now program them to only go off if it's a significant severe weather event. So that, I mean, the old weather radios would wake you up for a wind advisory at 4 a.m. And I mean, nobody wants that. The weather radio would go straight in the trash. But now you can set it to only go off for tornadoes or big, significant severe thunderstorm warnings. But great gift for your parents. I mean, I never know what the hell to get my parents. They have everything they need. But it's a good thing to get. WR120 from Midland is a great weather radio. All right, back to what's happening here. Severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect for 1 minute. I'm not sure if Sioux Falls is going to extend these. Doesn't look like it. Usually they issue far enough in advance. So this one's expired. We still have this warning up here to the north for 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts. I've not had any updated information from the Weather Service in Aberdeen about that line of storms, but definitely something that we'll be keeping a close eye on here as we make our way through the evening. Mostly it's that area of outflow that's kind of sliding out ahead of this line of thunderstorms that is giving us that blast of wind without really any rain or thunderstorm. So this severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect until 11:30. So we still have another hour to go as this line of thunderstorms move to the east. And we're going to get that outflow blast, but then these thunderstorms could also pack a punch here as they continue to move east. For now, I am going to go back to radar mode, and I'm going to put the lovely traveling music on. And if anything changes, anything develops, I will pop back on. We did, this is one of those nights where things can really ebb and flow. And so it's possible that we could see these storms strengthen again, and it could happen in a hurry. So I just want to be on standby here so I can pop in and let you know if anything's going on. Stay with me. I'll be up here for at least a little while with the live stream. And if anything, I'll post any updated warnings to my Facebook page, and you can find them all there. But that's what's going on. Thanks for hanging with me. Be sure to click the live button so you're watching the latest live feed and not something old. and I'll be back when things change. If anything gets serious, or if there's any new information here for you. Thanks for hanging. Catch you later. Up real quick, I want to give you a quick little update. The Aberdeen Weather Service just downgraded the severe thunderstorm warning and yanked a bunch of it away. Now for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts with thunderstorms. City to near Twin Brooks, along the line from 13 miles east of Evelyn, 11 miles west of Milbank. This is that not only line of storms, but that outflow that is moving through. So, again, right in here, that area, that is a blast of wind. Hit 30, 40, maybe. You know what? You may never get the actual thunderstorm. Some of these folks that get blasted by that outflow wind. You may never notice everything's kind of falling apart here. So that outflow is going to continue to push east. Big Stone, Traverse County, Wheaton, Graceville, Clinton, Milbank, and moving like it is at 45 miles per hour. Line of wind in Milbank at 10:42, Linger, North Dakota at 10:42, Ortonville at 10:55, Hankinson at 10:58, at 11:07, Appleton at 11:24. Again, there's still some gusty wind with the actual thunderstorms, but again, the way those storms are falling apart, you may get the blast from the outflow of the storm and actually never get the thunderstorm. So just keep that in mind, but be prepared for that blast of wind that's kicking in. Although the severe thunderstorm warning has now been downgraded to 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts. Watertown, you got some rain and thunder moving in, some gusty wind, maybe even a little teeny little hail, but nothing severe in Watertown right now. So everything is looking a little better at this point. The warnings are being allowed to expire. I'll keep an eye on things just in case these storms rejuvenate. They get a little more boost in energy or something. But for now, things are looking better. But just west of Sioux Falls when the storms don't much. Then when the storms got to Sioux Falls and they intensified from little to nothing to 80, 90 mile per hour wind producers. Still possible. We're going to keep a close eye on that. I'll let you know how things roll. Quick. At this one more time, we do have that severe thunderstorm watch remains in effect. Redwood Falls, Morgan, Minnesota, St. James, Wyndham, Fairmont, Mankato, all the way over to Interstate 35, all the way down to Mason City, Fort Dodge, Rockwell City, Spencer, Estherville, Worthington, Sibley, Sioux Center, Lamar's, Rock Rapids, all included. Way out. Although as this line moves away, little ball get whittled away, I think. That's something. So we'll have to wait. Sioux Falls, no more warnings, no more watch. Sioux Falls, I think you're good to go. Again, maybe talking about tomorrow. Could be a risk. Earth County Fair in Garden City, the Faribault County Fair in Blue Earth, and the Rice County Fair in Faribault, all happening this week. We have Esterville and Emmitsburg, Iowa, the Elko County Fair going on. A lot of great fairs. Go, sunscreen. All right, that's what's going on. Going to keep the stream up for a little bit just in case things get a little sketchy the next half hour or so. But for now, I forgot the dang music again. I forgot. Sorry, guys. I guess I should probably just repeat what I said. The severe thunderstorm warning up north has been downgraded to 60-mile-per-hour wind. It's that outflow boundary, and that is what's going on. Sometimes. All right. I'll be watching. I'll let you know. I'll let you know if anything's going on here. Hey, we are now warning free. There are no warnings anywhere here across southern Minnesota, northern Iowa, eastern South Dakota. Kind of nice. That said, doesn't mean we're completely out of the woods yet. Possibility for these storms to kind of rejuvenate or re-strengthen. One kind of over in the Wyndham Jeffers Mountain Lake area, not even close to severe at this point, but definitely one I'm watching. We have a little storm north of Storm Lake, a few random little storms west of the Sioux Falls area, and still a couple of thunderstorms up here across parts of northern South Dakota. Sisseton, Watertown, getting some rain, a little thunder and lightning at this point, but nothing big. We did have some wild stuff that moved through a little earlier. This evening, we have 60, 70, 80, even 90 mile per hour wind gusts that move through the Sioux Falls area a little earlier this evening with that line of storms that went through. And we still have this severe thunderstorm watch that remains in effect for parts of northern Iowa, southwestern Minnesota, Mankato. Actually, Mankato is in it. North Mankato is not in the watch, although you're close enough to just, pay attention. New Ulm, Sleepy Eye, Redwood Falls, Madelia, St. James, Mapleton, Albert Lee, all the way down to Clear Lake and Mason City, Spencer, Emmitsburg, Esterville, Algona, Worthington, all still included. Sioux Falls out. And this one here, central and northeastern South Dakota, that's going to go away in about 8 minutes. That will expire at 11 p.m. So things are calming down. Going to let the live stream just roll here for a little while yet. But for the most part, everything is starting to wind down, which is a good thing. We actually have some good news. Watching tomorrow, still more storms possible. So I'll be back if that is the case. But that's it for now. Going to go back to the live stream. If nothing pops here in the next 15 minutes to a half hour, I'll end the stream. And that'll be that for today. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging.